spent a lot of time talking about the masculine and feminine in a very cerebral way. I had a totally different problem. I had gotten really good at my masculine, and I couldn't find my feminine. So let me teach you guys something about finding your feminine. If you are unhappy in your life, and the way that shows up for most women that I know, is they're screaming at their kids. People they probably love most in the whole wide world. They're screaming at their husband. They're withdrawing from their life. They're crying in the bathroom and they don't know why. They just can't pull it together. You are out of alignment with who you are. You are feminine. The feminine essence creates. We don't make to-do lists and operate everything on the to-do list. I never met a woman that felt satisfied in completing a to-do list. That's what a man does. A woman is meant to be light. It's meant to be energy. It's meant to create. And if you are out of alignment, which I suspect quite a few of you are, what I would encourage you to do is dance. Every single day. Dance in your living room. We have dance parties. I put on the music, and my kids and I, we're in the living room dancing. Because that's how you find your feminine. Take a bath. Enjoy champagne and strawberries. Oh, some of you, that just got it. Singing brings hope. Singing brings hope. Dancing will grow your feminine energy. If you have a man in your life and you have become too masculine, that man will withdraw because you cannot have two masculine energies in the room. And let me tell you something, ladies. It's like two roosters. It's no fun, right? You want the man in your life to be there for you, correct? To lift you up. So you have to help him stay in the masculine, and when you're in his presence, you better stay in your feminine. So how do you do that? Well, for me, I create a gap. So when I get to the car, I wait for a minute, and I allow him the opportunity to open the door. And when he opens the door, I say thank you. And when he's not with me, I text him, "You are the most masculine man I know. I think it's so sexy." And when he says, "Sweetheart, I'd like to take you out to dinner," I don't say, "Great, I've decided that I would like to go." I say, "Oh, that sounds delightful. Where should we go?" And I let him decide. When we're driving down the street, and I know exactly where we should turn, and he's just about to miss his turn, I don't correct him. I let him miss the turn. I'm here for the ride. Enjoy the ride. This will not transform in your life overnight, you guys. It took me about 4 months of singing and dancing and singing and dancing. You know who speaks to me? Bono. I love U2. I love U2. Last year, I saw 9 shows all over the world. I went to Europe, and I went here, and I went there, all by myself, because I'm a big girl now. And I sang, and I danced. And one time I took my sister because she was empty. It was gone. She was completely bone dry. And there's some of you women in this room, I can feel you. I know who you are. You're bone dry. You got nothing left to give. You've been working so hard. You've been giving to everybody you know. And I took my sister and I said, "Carolyn, there's 2 rules. We got to the Bono concert." She looks at me. She's like, "Okay." I said, "You cannot sit down for the entire show." She looked at me, and she's tired, you guys. She looked at me, and we danced our butts off. And we sang the whole time. And it was an amazing show and an amazing chance to be with my sister. And then we spent the night in a hotel in New York City, and we woke up the next morning, and she said, "Onyx, I feel so good. I don't know where I got lost." You're lost, ladies, because you're spending too much time in your masculine. Cut it out. If you've got a good man in your life, let him be the masculine energy and encourage it. Encourage it. Lift him up for being masculine. And be playful. Be playful. That's what the feminine is. It's silly. It's crazy. Did you see me jumping around? I don't care. I got nothing to lose. standing there and just spinning and spinning. Don't you guys remember this? Put on your roller skates and rollerblade. Swing. It doesn't matter. Play. That's what the feminine is, girls. That's what the feminine is. I know my time is up. I love you guys. I really appreciate being here. You're in an industry that can change your life and that can change others. And when you hit a roadblock, look for a book, look for a CD. And if you haven't been out back and bought everything back there, shame on you. Get back there and buy the stuff. It'll change your life. Little by little. It's step by step. Okay? Reach higher. Everything that happens to you, reach higher. And remember, when you have a bad day, you just say to yourself, I'm just like Onyx. It'll be better tomorrow. That will, because we're all the same. We're all the same. Thank you.